Hello, everyone. I am back. I am back with another live stream today after being absent for about 2 weeks. And that is all due to my schedule, being busy with work, and circumstances came up that did not allow me to be on my computer as often as I would like. And so that's about it. But I'm back now. So hopefully that everyone that tunes in will be able to join in and practice drawing along with me. But first things first, let me just see if I could get some of these brushes working again. Because I have been away for a while. I'm a bit out of touch. Now, just because I say that I haven't been drawing, I haven't drawn live, doesn't mean that I wasn't drawing. It's just that I haven't had the time to officially do a live stream. So, I have some practice runs. Oops. There we go. Okay. So, the last time I did a live stream, this was my reference. So, I have 2 more references that I would like to try out, but for now I'm just going to bring in a couple of references that I have saved from Pinterest, and I'm just gonna drag them over. Yes, so this is the reference that I'm using first, just to get into the hang of drawing again. So. Hello, Elia. Nice to see you. Oh my goodness. It's been a while. How are you? I see that I'm still in the habit of drawing things way too big because now I have no space. So I'll just have to bring it down once more, scale it down. So right now I'm just trying to loosen up, try to get into the habit of drawing again, basically, because it's been a while. It's not like I lost touch with it, right? Because I have been drawing in my sketchbook for the time when I was not live streaming, so it's not like I haven't done anything. Just trying to get into the hang of things again. Oh, and I hope that you could see my reference. Hold on, let me see if I could make it bigger. There we go. Nice and big so that you can see it and draw along with me. You know? So this is just a practice sketch. It's not supposed to be like anything formal at all, but you know, at the same time, it's getting back into rhythm and flow. Okay. There. All right. I think that's good. I'll just leave it like that. Yeah. So there is my first sketch, my first gesture, I mean. All right. I haven't forgotten how to draw. That's one thing for sure. Once you find yourself consistently practicing something, and then you pause and you take a break from it, you'll least likely have more difficulty getting back into it. At least in my experience, it's all muscle memory, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. As long as you practice the right way and you study shapes and form, yeah, everything should come back as, we've done this before kind of thing. Okay. Sorry for asking, but how do you draw fingers? Why are you apologizing? That's not... Okay. You don't have to be sorry for that. Okay. So here's how I draw fingers. Okay. So we're gonna stick to this one. And yeah, let's try to zoom in a bit. And just make a new layer. And let's look at this hand right here, right? So you want to think of everything as some form of a shape, right? And a shape comes in squares, triangles, and the circles, correct? But when you're thinking about fingers, you also want to think about shapes as well as form, right? So here we have shapes, and then form, it's the 3D part, right? So form is giving those extra lines to make it look 3D. So for a square, it wouldn't be called a square anymore, it would be called a cube, right? And then for a triangle, right, you could have two ways. You could have a cone, right? Or you could have like those square pyramid shape kind of triangles. And then for a circle, you will have a sphere, right? So that's what I mean by thinking in shapes and forms. So when you think about this shape right here, oops, this hand, right? So when I'm looking at this, it's a bit blurry, I apologize for that. But when you're looking at this hand, right, you want to think about the shape, right, that it forms to make that, okay? So how do I go about explaining this in a way that's not silly? But let's see. So, oh, let me see if I could change my brush to, oh, let me see if I could put this above. There we go. So let's see the shape that makes up this hand, right? And we want to be using straight lines, never curves or anything yet. Just break it down into straight lines. That's what I do at first. And then I add in my curves and stuff after. But that's just me. So thinking about this shape here. Okay, so let us move that over here. So you see that, right? That is the shape that I see. Right now, I traced mine, but I just wanted to show you what I see, because yeah, I can't really like demonstrate it for you any other way except through that. So when I see this hand, I see that shape, okay? But you have to also think about the form as well. So when you take this shape, right? So I'm going to redraw it again, right? So this will be the thumb, and then again for the other fingers, I wouldn't worry about the other fingers just yet. So it's just a matter of adding in the curvatures afterward, right? So for the tips of the fingers and for the tips of the thumb, I kind of just did a curve like that, and then I did a curve like this for the thumb. Again, it's not like supposed to be perfect in any shape or form, again with consistent practice, but I just add in that shape there. And then for the other fingers, I break those other fingers down into basic shapes as well, right? But you don't want it to be too complicated, right? So don't try to draw every single finger. No, don't do that. Break it down into shapes, right? So then you add in another line there. Try to erase that point there, and another thing that would add to drawing fingers would be for if you're coloring it, you add in your shadows and everything like that. But most likely, that's basically what I did here. It's a very bad example, but you get the idea across, right? So like if you look at what I did, it's just lines, right? And then I added a few curves. Again, it's just a gesture, but I really do it a lot better with this one, with this other hand. So let's try that again. Let us see if we could do a quick trace. Okay, just very lightly, very carefully. Right. Okay. I hope that's a better explanation. But yes, I just broke it down into basic shapes, okay? And with this curvature of the hand, right, you have to understand that it is a 3D form, right? You have to understand that. So like, let me see if I could break it. If I were to rotate this hand right here, it would kind of be like a curved cube. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm rotating it, right? So here would be the thumb right here, right? That would be the thumb. And then here would be, oops, let me just move this hand up. And then this finger, again, very loose, very, and then this finger. Okay. Ooh, it's a bit sparsed out. Let me try to fix that. Right. And then you have your curves there, and then your wrist, right? But yeah, that's basically how you have to think about hands, right? Like very loose breakdown, and you just have to think shapes and forms, shapes and forms. I believe I did a live stream about how I do hands last month. I think it's drawing practice number 19. Yeah, drawing practice number 19, conquering hands. Yeah, that's what I did. So it's this one here. I did that one 3 weeks ago. So I broke it down exactly like this, and I just explaining my process of how I draw hands. So I do various different examples, so be sure and check that one out. I'm just fast forwarding it to see. Yeah, so you could go and check that one out. But it's a great question. Not everybody tends to grasp hands as quickly in the first go. But believe me, I didn't grasp hands at first. It took me a while. Okay, so you just have to remember your basic shapes. Okay, and if necessary, trace the hands. Right, I know a lot of people, when they say practice drawing hands, they tend to just find a picture of a hand and go, and that's good too, right? But for me, the best way in which I went about practicing hands is incorporating it through the poses of the gesture that I pick, right? So for this example, this hand is a great example, right? This hand is also, and it's part of the storytelling of the gesture, if that makes sense. So I hope you understand that. You could give me a thumbs up if I explain that very clearly, and if you're still confused, let me know. But you don't have to be sorry for asking. No. Don't ever be sorry for asking questions about hands. Don't do that. Be free to ask questions about hands as much as you would like, because I understand hands are they are intimidating. So thank you very much. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, I should incorporate more hands practices in my live streams more often. So yeah, I think I'll do that for the next one as well. So yeah, so this is our first gesture. Okay, incorporating hands. So I have another one that I would like to touch on. Yes, so this one here. This one is a great picture, a great reference. Okay. Let me see if I could bring this one down. Okay, so that's the first one. I should call this one gesture 01. And I'll make another layer and put this one over that one. All right, gesture number 2. All right, so just like with the hands, Prince Osaro, hello, hi, welcome back. We're just gonna get started on this gesture right here. So if you have your pencil and paper or pen display or iPad with you, feel free to draw along. I know it's been a while since I've done a live stream, but we are here. So the first thing I'm seeing is the shape, right? Now because I've been practicing for quite a long time, I'm gonna see if I could try to slow down for a bit what I see. I just try to break it down so in a way that's clear for all of you to understand. So yes, so right now I am breaking everything down into a shape. So this pose is very cool, and breaking it down into shapes is the best option for you, especially if you're a beginner, right? So here would be the front part, and then I've been studying heads, not as often as I would like, but let's just say that I have a bit more of an understanding. So hopefully you could see that in my sketch. So all right, and then behind here would be the ear, and then eyes, nose, mouth, etc. So this is the shape that I see. All right, and then to break it down into either a circle here for her shoulder. Actually, let me bring it closer like this, and then all these would be cylinders, you know, just like this. And then, oh, she's wearing a wrist band-aid. I don't know what it's called, so that makes it a bit more complicated to draw, but that's okay. So again, looking at the shape of this hand here, see that it's spread out like so. And then this will be the other finger there. Right? And then the fingers also will be 3D, right? So I don't know if you guys could see that clearly, right? So let me see if I could move that over. See that? I hope that's clear. But if you're still confused, just let me know. But we're breaking this down into shapes, okay? So right now the shape I see, we have some fingers. 2, 3, 4, and then we have the thumb. Right? Not getting too crazy with the fingers. Still have the whole other hand to see about. So there's one. And I'm trying to not incorporate gesture or anatomy in it just yet. I'll do that for the second one. I just want you guys to be able to have a clear visual in terms of what I see. Okay. So it's a bit. I think the hand should go over the jaw as in the reference. The hand. Oh, yes, you're correct. doesn't necessarily have to be exact, but yes, you are correct. All right, and then for okay. Hey from Superlicious. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm exposed. Thank you guys for watching. Oh gosh. Superlicious Oshawa is watching. Thank you. Too sweet. Okay, so there is my gesture for broken down into shapes, more or less. Again, I'm trying to not go into the anatomy or the gestural look of it. I was really trying to break it down into shapes so that everybody could understand. So if y'all don't have any questions about that, I'm gonna move on to the actual gesture. So, because again, with practice, you tend to go through this process fairly easily because it's all muscle memory at this point. So I always go too big. So you see how I break down everything into just straight lines? Sometimes it's just better to go with that rather than trying to curve out everything. Just make it as simple as possible for yourself and just break it down into straight lines. All right, that's the second sketch. Oh, it's a bit wild, this one, but it's done. It's just a practice, not worrying too much about, you know, the perfection of it and all of that. So, all right. So the next one that I have, let's see here. Which one is this one? No, I did that one already. Okay, yes. This one I've been meaning to do for a long time. Hello! Hey, I'm gonna catch this on replay. My plans change. I'll catch the next live. Oh, no problem. No problem. My lives are on forever. Well, at least until I decide to take them down. So, but yeah, you could definitely catch the next live stream. Can't promise when exactly it will be, but it will be when I have another day off. All right. So this one is 2 people. This one, if you guys haven't already picked up on, I always like drawing dancers, like 2 people dancing. Yeah, it's just something that, always stands out to me. So, yeah, I'm just gonna see if I could go forth and make this a nice looking sketch. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna draw the guy first because to me guys are always the easiest to draw. At least in my opinion. So it's gonna be very, very loose at first. So it's like he's standing on a curve, Right? Alright. Looks like a butler. Okay, then, so there's the sketch of the dude. Very simple, very, very basic. Now I'm gonna draw the lady. See what I'm doing here? Let me see if I could zoom in. I'll go back. So, right, I'm breaking. So I'm looking at this, right? So look at her hands here. For Elia, if you are still watching, right? So for this, let me see if I could change my brush. So for this part right here, for her hands, I'm literally just doing this, right? That's all I'm doing for her hand, at least for the sketch, right? Don't need to go all complicated on anything else, because especially since it's just a sketch, and there you go. So that's what I'm doing for her hand right there. So there will indicate like one finger, a second finger, right? And then you could always like finalize it afterwards, but long story short, there's her hand, right? She's telling a big secret, right? That's all I'm doing for her fingers, right? Nothing too complicated, just breaking it down into basic shapes. Okay, so go 1, 2, break it up like this, and then go down like that. So her fingers are kind of blocking her face, right, and blocks his face, you know, but there's basically it, right? That's her her hand right there. Okay, and then I'm looking at this area of her back, so where her shoulder meets her back, it seems like there is, I don't know, I can't really tell what exactly that is. It seems like if there's a collar or something on her neck, but I'm just gonna break that down into just one straight line like this. Okay, and then you see where his elbow is, and then there would be the rest of her skirt. So right, so maybe I should break it down and try stylizing it a bit. Okay, so like this, go like this, and then there's a bit of a curve like this, but there is her skirt, or her dress. Actually, it's a skirt. I've seen how these dresses are made, or how these outfits are done. It's basically a skirt. I think I made it a bit too long. So unless I made his torso or his legs a bit too short, so let me see if I could adjust. Bring this down like this. Okay, and then because I stylized it a bit, so it's just a matter of knowing where certain things are. So there's the ending of let's see if I could bring everything up. I'll make it slightly smaller because I always tend to draw too big at first. Yeah, I think I did her skirt too long. Let's see. I could tell that I'm a bit out of touch because I'm making a lot of mistakes, and I don't usually make mistakes like this. I kind of just know what I'm doing, and that's that. But it's okay. Okay, so I will make her actually okay, so just to make sure that I did everything correctly, I am just going to see if I could use my knowledge of the human anatomy and see if I could try to draw what I see, or draw her anatomy, even though I can't see it. And this is just for measurement, correct? Yes, this is just for measuring to make sure that the end of her foot is not too long or not too short, right? Because even though I'm looking and I'm using my reference, right, I still want to be able to I still want to be able to use my knowledge and do it correctly, you know? Okay? So you see? So it works out, right? So that's what she's doing underneath her skirt. It's just that we can't see it, right? So what I'll do is I'll probably make his torso a bit longer, or his legs a bit longer, maybe, so that it is in line with the end of her foot. Okay? If you're using an iPad or whatever, or pen display or drawing tablet, please remember to save your work. You never know what might happen. So, alright. Let me see if I could finish draw his torso. It's kind of out. It's not. Okay, there's another hand. So we're gonna break it down. So let me see if I could give you an example. So this is one example of this hand here, and then there's this hand, his right hand here. So breaking it down. So that's one. I should probably trace it so that y'all could see what I mean, but let me just do this one first. Okay, so there it is. Thumb's kind of weird, but love the sketch. It's me, Angelica. Hey girl, how are you? It's been so long. Thank you for joining me. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect such a turnout from, from everybody, Because you know how the algorithm works, and when you've been gone for 2 weeks and then you post another video or you do another live stream, it kind of, they don't recommend you to the follower or to your subscribers. And it's kind of unfair, but yeah. Hey girlie, I'm doing well. I've been in my dungeon trying to art, and boom, you're streaming. Perfect timing to get me going. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Perfect timing. Yes. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Busy and well. Yeah, I can't complain. I'm just here trying to get back on that art grind because I've been away for a while. Oh, I forgot to take this other reference off. This one was from last week. Yeah, but other than that, I am doing well. Just how do you say it? Content. That's the word. Content. I am content. Can't complain. I am healthy. I have a job. Jobs. You know, I'm all right. Thank you for asking. Okay, so what I just did is I traced this hand here. It kind of came out ugly, but basically exactly what I explained earlier about shapes. And again, this is how I practice. This is how I've been practicing drawing hands. Like, I don't take an actual hand picture. I basically just practice hands in different ways from drawing the gestures from the references that I'm using. I guess. I don't know. Glad to hear you're doing well. Woo! Yes, yes. We're doing okay. Glad to hear that you're doing well. It's been a while, but as long as everybody is good, we have a lot to give God thanks for. Okay. Oh, and let me know if the volume of my music is too soft or too hard. Because I know for one of my streams I was having difficulties, and yeah, it kind of ruined the audio for one of them. So kind of upset about that. But oh well. It is what it is. Amen. Yes, indeed. Amen. All right. So there is my attempt at drawing this hand. Okay. So this is a very basic sketch of, oh, her hand is in his her hand is on his sleeve or on his elbow. Should try to incorporate that inside. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Otherwise I would have drawn that in. But indeed, because I drew mine slightly different, what I will do is that I will try to, again, draw the shape, but not draw too much emphasis on it. So like, I'll draw a line, so that's where the knuckles will be, and then just draw another straight line, right? And then 1, 2, 3. My brush isn't small enough, but you guys get the picture, right? Maybe I should draw it a bit wider, you know, because I want her to have slender hands. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then we'll draw another extra part for there. This part is not really necessary, but this pose was a little challenging for me. Oh, well, you know what? That's a good sign, because it's good to draw poses that are a bit challenging, you know? And then, because if we draw poses that are too easy, or poses that we are accustomed, you know, drawing, and, you know, we're in our comfort zone, you won't see growth, right? Now, I'm not gonna lie, this pose is a little bit challenging for me as well. So I'm there with you, okay? So I think what I did wrong initially was didn't draw the, so her elbow is more pointed outwards in the Z axis. It's not like straight. Her elbow is pointed outwards, like facing us. So I think that is part of the reason why it doesn't look accurate, at least. But like I said before, it's not necessarily like you have to go exactly based on the reference, but like, hey, if we get something close enough, that will be good. And this is all part of, you know, growing as an artist, right? You have to be able to challenge yourself and do something that, you know, you're gonna have to put a little bit more brain activity, you know, because this is definitely a challenge for me as well. But you know, this is all part of getting better. I'm sure there's something that you probably were avoiding, and thanks to this drawing, this reference, you got it. You know, probably got it. And then now for next time, it wouldn't be so challenging anymore. You know what I mean? So all right, so how is that? Does that look better? Let's see. How long has it been? An hour and 5 minutes. I feel that it's super satisfying to conquer those fears and dive right into the challenge. Yeah, it's good for the soul. It's good for the soul. Okay, so we have a little bit of a there we go. So we have our sketch here. Oh, I didn't even finish the top of her hat. She has flowers and or whatever here, and most likely her hair is in a bun, right? And his hair is curly. I didn't worry about the curls in his hair just yet. Just wanted to get that initial shape, and maybe I should fix up hair. Let me see. Because his head is more this way. He's wearing a bow tie, which is kind of expected. Yeah, I usually don't draw references with plenty close, so I can get as close to the anatomy as possible. Yeah. Now, this is your challenge. Oh, what was that? You get that itch that you gotta scratch to do more. Yeah. This is how you grow. Yeah, so once you find yourself getting comfortable doing a task, right? Try to venture off doing something else, right? So in my live streams, for example, I know that I'm very comfortable doing gestures and like drawing people, but I guess people in a certain kind of way, so to speak. Like for example, I was drawing a lot of athletes and people doing dance poses and whatnot. So, I got comfortable. I got comfortable doing those, and the last live stream that I did, I said, you know what, I'm going to see if I could draw not just the pose, but the coloring as well. I was gonna color my reference, so that's why you see this reference here, and I actually challenged myself and I colored everything, colored this image based on this reference. So, and I think I have done that for other live streams as well, where I just had to just try to get out of my comfort zone and really just try to do more things that I stay away from. That's what I'm trying to say. Do more of the things that you stay away from, right? So even doing live streams, there was a time when, I thought that, I don't think that I'm cut out for doing live streams, and it's just one of those things where I just said, you know what, let me just try it out and see how it goes, right? And then lo and behold, I'm doing live streams. So it's just one of those things. You never know where something might lead you to, right? And also for doing just drawing in general, right? Because if you look at my regular posts, I usually do 3D modeling and other bigger projects that would take me, a while to get done, and I would post that, So, but live streams is something very, very new for me, and yeah. So far, so good. I've improved in my own drawing, and yeah. can't complain. Okay. So there's my sketch. It's very, very, very loose. Nice. Let me see if I could try to maybe add some color to it. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know how that will work out, but I'm gonna try. Right? It's a bit messy, but let's try to add. Let's try to add some more. Sorry, I keep forgetting to finish my sentences because my brain is operating in a way that I'm trying to concentrate on this piece here as well as talk to you guys. I have to remember that I am live, so but yeah. So I think that's pretty good. I'm not gonna do too much on her face, at least not yet, because I just want to have a general idea as to how things are going. So I need to see if the anatomy is accurate, especially in this area here. I feel maybe his elbow is a bit too high up, maybe. And this is just me looking at my own sketch. This is not me looking at the reference. His elbow is lower, but my own is slightly different. So I just want to see if based on the anatomy it would make sense. So, and also I think there's a bit of a an angle issue here. Okay, so what time is it? 1:14. All right, let's see. I may have to finish this some other time because I don't want to be on here too long. But we did a couple of gestures. But we'll see. We'll see how much we get done. All right, so let us make a new layer, and I'll just keep this as a scratchy line kind of sketch and not try to add in any color or anything, just for time's sake. Although maybe it would be easier to add color, but that means I have to add in the shadows and everything too. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I add in some color or should I just go with a nice line drawing? Color, little bit of color blocking. Oh, all right. All right, let's see. Color blocking. Guys are taking me out of my comfort zone. Y'all are making me speak truth with my own stuff, with my own lives. Okay, wait. Let's see if I could. make a selection or should I just color block? I don't know. I usually make a selection and then, you know. Alright, let's see. Let's go with a dark gray. The negative space between the skirt and his pants is kind of wide. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm not too worried about that. As long as my sketch looks... good, I'm not too worried. I mean, not going for exact accuracy. It's the center here that I'm worried about. That looks a bit weird for me. So, but maybe I should. I'm gonna do a selection, guys. That's too much cleaning up the lines afterwards for me. Too much for my liking. Okay. It may not be perfect, but all right. Oh, I don't want it too dark. Oh, I forgot her other leg. Oh dear. Forgot her other leg. Oops. Give it a multiply layer. Guys, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm just gonna go for it. Have no idea. So I added in the color blocking. Was there a faster way to get it done? Maybe. But I'm just gonna continue on. Okay, I don't know what I just did. I just put it in a group. I wonder why it got brighter all of a sudden. But I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. So what I did is that I'm trying to make a mask for the shadows. So I made a group and I put the base sketch and my color and another layer over top of that, and I clicked on this button, this A asterisk here on the right side, to make a mask over top of the color layer, if that makes sense. So if I were to make a shadow right behind, let's say right behind here, right? I don't want that to be, I want it to remain within the color that I had initially done. So I click on this button and it will stay within the layer underneath it, if that makes sense. So it helps. It's just a mask. That's what it's called. It's called a mask. So anything to make my drawings finish faster. So looks great. Thank you. I'm trying. I am trying. Like I said earlier, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. I don't usually color. See, I usually stay safe in my black and white grayscale mode coloring. So yeah, I don't know. All I could do is just continue. But if you guys have any pointers, let me know. I am equally as lost in coloring. To me, you have a good grasp on color blocking. Thank you. Really? I'm gonna take your word for it. Just let me know where I'm off. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. You know what will help? If I look at it from a distance. Oh, look at that. It says that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers will experience buffering. Great. That never happened before. Let me know if you guys experience buffering. think my side of the stream froze. Yeah, no, it's not you, it's me. YouTube is not receiving enough video. It's me, it's probably my internet. My internet is wonky. So sorry about that. Oh man. Hopefully it could come back. I sent you my drawing on Discord. Ooh, can't wait to see it. Yeah, I mean, if you guys already finished the drawing, then yeah, feel free to send it to me or tag me on Instagram. I would like to see it. Okay, gosh darn it, YouTube. I know, right? So I have a question for you guys. For the shadows for her dress, right? Should I go with the same color of the shadows that I use for the guy's outfit? Because I know that shadows are different, but not all of them are the same. What am I trying to say? I'm using a gray like this for the shadows for the guy. Like I finished the guy, and I just want to know if using the same color is like what would be preferred for the shadows for her dress, because it seems like if based on the reference they are on stage, so and the light is very it's shining on them, like directly on them, like they have a very what's it, the spotlight on it. So I just want to know if it will look weird if I use the same shadow. I haven't really gotten a good grasp of, I guess, colors of shadows and whatnot, but I would like to, but I didn't see it as, something necessary to learn. But clearly now I'm learning it, or I will learn it. But yeah, you see how, oh, Princess Aura, use a darker version of the pink color for the shadow. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is my pink color that I used. So I guess I would go more to the grays. Like, let me go from up here. No, I think, what does this button do? Oh, never mind. Down and then across. Yeah, let's go with that. I might be wrong, but so this is the shadow that I'm using. So hopefully that will be good. And I also reduced the opacity just a bit. Maybe I should go a bit darker. It's not giving. I'll go like a dark purple. Like, yeah, maybe that would be better. Let's see. Oh, I think I'm getting it. She looks like if she's wearing stripes. I've gotta run, but thank you for streaming and have a wonderful evening, Crystal. Oh, same to you, Angelica. We'll talk soon. Don't worry. Thanks for coming by. Saying hello. All right. Good idea on using the darker pink. Yeah, that was a very good idea. For the shadows. Okay, so here's what's distracting me. I'm going to erase the lines for her legs on the line art, just because it's a bit too distracting to me now. Maybe I'll leave a little bit on. You're nailing it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I am trying. But yeah, the color turned out really well. Really well. So thank you for that suggestion to use the dark pink. So all right, here's what I have so far. This is the line art, and then this is the color, right? See, even with the color, like, it's not bad. And then shadows. All right, so I guess all I would have to do is to add in more for her feet. You know, not too complicated. I'm just gonna use the same dark pink. Oh, maybe not this brush, but no, definitely not that brush. Yeah, I'll use this dark pink for her shoes. All right. You know what else I forgot? I forgot to add in the shadow for under her feet. There we go. Should probably change the color of her shoes. Okay. All right, so we got all of that. Now it's just a matter of my favorite, or at least my most comfortable thing to work on, the facial features. Woo! But let's see if I could get something in. So for now, I'm going to erase the line art for here, because I don't think I would need it. Again, I would need a lot more practice in order to get faster at this. So for now, I'm just going to maybe add in some, go back to the brush, use black, and add in a nose. Right, he has a very sharp eyebrows. He has sharp eyebrows, right? So probably add in an arched eyebrow, like he's listening intently at what the lady is telling him. You know, a little bit of gossip going on. Not that I condone that. It's not good to gossip. But you know, sometimes when your friend or spouse is giving you the tea, you have no choice but to listen. Too high. Oh my goodness. All right, so that is what I'm gonna be, yeah, this is all I'm gonna be doing up until this point. It is 1:52 and it is 2 hours into this live stream, so it's time for me to take a break. So that's what I'm going to do now. When I return, hopefully I will have the finished look of this drawing that I did here, so that I'll show you guys in the next live stream, because I want to do more with the facial expressions and, you know, cleaning up a bit of the line work and everything like that. But overall, not bad since I've been away for 2 weeks. Thank you, Princess Sarah, well done. Thank you so much for your compliments and your suggestions and your encouragement. Thank you. So yeah, I'm going to log off now. So let me just recap of what I did today. So this is the final work that I did today. Gesture 2. Yep, this was the second gesture that I did. Just getting the hang of being back. Just working away on gestures and just getting a feel of drawing on this pen display once more. And this one was the first one that I did. Oops, where's the other one? Yeah, so this one was the first gesture that I did. So yeah, thank you to everybody for stopping by. Hope to see you in the next live stream. I can't promise when that will be, but it will be the same kind of vibe as this one, and hopefully it will be next week again. So yeah, just keep tabs on me either through Discord or Instagram, and feel free to ask me any questions that you have about drawing hands and, you know, coloring and all that other stuff that that you see me doing. So with that being said, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Take care.